So anyway, what you guys been up to lately?
Living in the woods, pretty much.
He was alone for 4 days.
Who was?
You without me because I went to
4
the
days
other
because she went to fucking Middletown.
went to my daughter's.
So I was alone for 4 days.
So he's got in the hospital. How you feeling now?
Well, man, I'm all right. She was in the hospital tonight.
Yeah,
You know what?
I went to the hospital tonight, and because my kidneys were hurting extremely bad trying to ride the bike. Just found out I had a UTI. That's always fun.
Oh, did you have? I thought you had kidney stones or something.
Mm-mm.
I heard those things like badly like they
Kidney stone, I passed one. Passed 2 of them.
Someone told me there was a woman I know. She gave birth to like several children. She was talking about she had to give birth to kids and pass kidney stone. She's had both.
Well, kidney stones hurt. You know, they travel along your fucking
Yeah, I've not ever.
your urinary tract until you push it out. It's like pissing out a rock. It breaks off your kidney. All it is like
It's
a deposit,
calcium.
and that calcium deposit. It breaks off your kidney, travels through your urinary tract stream, and yeah.
No, I've not ever had.
I passed.
I've never had kidney stones or anything like that. Thank
I passed
God,
in one day.
because I know that's painful.
Like in prison, they make these drinks called Fakis.
Yeah.
What it is it's like mainly like a bunch of Kool-Aid, coffee, and pop with ice. It's like an energy drink kind of.
Really isn't.
I used to drink about 4 or 5 of those a day, me and my buddy, and they called me to pass kidney stones. I passed 2 of them one day. Yeah.
Really.
And the second one didn't hurt as bad as the first one because the first one was so big.
Where was it?
It fucking hurt. It did. It hurt like I pissed pus.
Damn.
Yeah, I know. That's how I felt.
Damn, that must have really, really fucking hurt.
It did hurt. It did. I screamed.
Most definitely, most definitely.
They took me to the hospital.
They took you to the hospital?
Yeah, they took me to the hospital. I screamed like a punk. Like I was in the bathroom trying to piss.
So what you and your new grandchild do? Where you take them to now?
Well, the new grandbaby just came, and he's. Well, let's see. Monday was the 12th, so he's only a few days old. He got to come home yesterday. He got to come home with his mother instead of being left in the hospital and in the nursery. He's absolutely beautiful.
How long was the labor? Do you know?
Her labor lasted probably, let's see, I don't know. She went in and got induced Monday night, and she had him on the 12th. What was the 12th? Was it a Tuesday? I think it was, or Monday was the 12th.
Mm-hmm.
I think. She went in Sunday night is when they gave her.
Yeah,
they induced her when she went in on that night, and she didn't start having really hard labor or anything. Her labor was probably about 3 hours, if that, about 3 hours. So it didn't take long, and that was her 4th baby.
Damn. How long was labor now?
Her labor was 4 hours. No, 3 hours. I'm sorry.
It took me 27 hours to be born.
Damn. A long time.
But I was a 10-pound newborn too. So.
Yeah, my daughter's first child was 11 pounds and 8 ounces.
That must have, they needed getting an epidural for that.
No, she, they didn't tell her. They just kept saying, expect a big baby. And, oh yeah, they didn't tell us how big he was. My daughter, when she walked through the room, her belly came in the door before she came in the door. Yeah.
They should say they're talking about actually having children kind of lowers your risk of ovarian cancer.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if that does or not.
What?
Having children lowers your chance of ovarian cancer.
That's the baby.
I know.
That's cool.
I know eating.
He's absolutely gorgeous.
I know eating.
They said
eating garlic in your food helps keep you from getting colon cancer.
Yeah, but they're talking about ejaculation. They're talking about ejaculation actually lowers your risk of prostate cancer.
Well, shit.
Then yours should be good off then.
I'll never get cancer then.
Not prostate cancer anyway. That's what they said.
That's funny for real.
Yeah.
That reminds me of that fucking toy though. I got a toy. It's a hover ball, and in order to play with it, how to turn it on is you shake it like this twice, and to get it to go off, you have to shake it down twice. So I was like, I think y'all know how to turn it on and how to turn it off. I think that y'all should be experts at that one. because of the motion.
I can turn it on and turn it off. I can't play with it though. It goes off on its own.
It's really cool. I just seen a damn commercial about it.
Hoverball?
About the hoverball, yeah. I can't remember.
It's laying in the floor.
No, it's actually at my daughter's house. One of them's back there at the spot.
The crushed one?
Yeah, the crushed one's at the spot.
So how's like living on Park Avenue? That was like a nice little house there, kind of big one.
I lived there at Park Avenue for 9 years.
That was a big house. It had
Oh yeah,
4 bedrooms.
because it had a full basement,
Yeah,
and it had
think about it, it had a half finished attic. It was half finished.
it had a coal room downstairs for when they.
He lived downstairs.
Well, that's not what I'm saying though. I'm sure he was in the basement. I know this.
Oh.
What I'm saying though is, he did not know why he was down in the basement. That on the far corner in the back room, you'd open the door and there was a whole nother room.
I don't know that.
And that was actually up underneath the porch. It is. That's where they used to keep the coal, because was an iron, or I want to say cast iron plate in front of the house in order to shovel the coal through the coal chute.
So my buddy took this big trash can yesterday and fucking made it into a grill right outside my tent. I got a fire pit right outside my tent. And actually, I got 2 fire pits. I got a big one and a small one. I got one right in the tent area. That, I'm trying to figure out a way to keep the heat in that area there. But my buddy made me a fucking like a 10 trash can, so only about that big. You know what I mean? I can put a thing down and it's a grill now.
Do you not have a Christmas tree, Jake?
I don't have a Christmas tree. I didn't put them up there. I'm kind of lazy, I guess. Don't have a Christmas tree.
You don't have one at all?
No.
I got a 4-foot Christmas tree down there in the woods.
Yeah, I don't need it.
We got a bunch of trees down there in the woods.
I used to celebrate Christmas when I was a kid. I don't probably celebrate much anymore.
Yeah, as we get older, it's not so much about us as it is kids. Really, is who it's about, is the children.
As much as I have every day is pretty much the same. When I first came home, I thought about celebrating Christmas and shit, but it just don't seem the same. Don't seem the same now that my family's passed away.
Where his mom's gone and his grandma and his aunt is in the nursing home.
So it's like.
So it makes the holidays a little bit harder.
I mean, we celebrate it, but we celebrate it in our own little way. But we celebrate it every day. So, life is a celebration of us. I mean, we do. We fucking celebrate every day about something, don't we?
No.
Yeah, we do. I do.
Okay, well maybe he does. But, I mean,
day, like, woo-hoo.
No, that is not how you wake up, you liar. That is not how he wakes up. No. That's crazy too.
How do you know? How do you know I don't wake up like that?
Considering I lay in the bed next to you, I would have to say I would know.
You got me to say in my own mind, I might wake up that way.
But the house on Park Avenue, it had the basement with the coal room, and then it had the upstairs. It had a living room, and it had pocket doors that you close off the kitchen from the living room.
Man, that house was haunted, bro.
That's totally.
Oh yes, it was haunted.
Like, look, we used to have a camera downstairs in the living room. Well, I mean, this shit was going on, and I didn't even know it was going on. And then I found out it was going on. So, she's going through the camera one time, watching the video, and this camera in the living room had the tendency of turning around and facing the TV. So, because it was a 360 camera. Now, the only thing I can think of is that it's seeing the light from its peripheral and seeing that it's a motion sensor thing. That's why it turned around and looked at it. That's fine and dandy. Okay, I figured that part of it out. That's explainable. However, the TV would start about 2 o'clock every morning, a.m. And it would come on, go off, come on, go off. And it'd be on static, and it would do that all the way until about 4 o'clock in the morning. And then it wouldn't do it all day long. Well, me and her see this, okay? Now, mind you that she said
I actually have
the TV's
a video with orbs in it.
Well, okay, just because the TV's breaking, or it's getting ready to go out doesn't necessarily mean it should turn itself on and off like that for hours. And it did that every night for weeks. Well, I finally see it, and I'm thinking, oh, Randy's down on the couch sleeping with the remote and laying on it somehow. So I go down there and ask him, like, look, man, you got the remote down here? He's like, because I was going to take the remote from you so the TV wouldn't do that anymore. So he's like, man, I ain't seen the remote in weeks. Well, little do I know, my wife had the remote upstairs in the bedroom. So, and I didn't know that. So that takes that out. So you can't explain it that way. However, so then I take her advice on it, like, okay, maybe the TV's going out. All right. Well, then all of a sudden it stops doing it at all, and it works perfectly fine. The TV quit doing it, and it just like it worked fine. So the thing is that's still today that's unexplainable. Like you can't explain it. There's no way. There's nothing you can tell me that would make me understand why that TV did that. And I like it did that every night for like a month. You know what I mean? At least a good 3 weeks. Cause I tell Randy, like, man, I said, have you noticed that the TV's been going on and on? He's like, man, it's been doing that every night for weeks and weeks now. I said, bullshit. He said, for real. So I could tell her, like, well, it's been doing it. She's like, well, the TV's going out because it's old. No, that TV was working when we gave it away or sold it when we moved. It was still working. And that, yeah. So, did you ever think about that? Have you ever really thought about that?
No.
Like, I thought about that whole little night, that whole scenario when I seen that. Because still today, it sticks in my mind. Like, this TV, like, because at first I was thinking, okay, because I would be in the living room and I'd look over and the camera would just turn. Okay, and I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck? And finally she tells me it's a 360 camera, which is cool. But it would turn around and watch TV, which is, like I said, you explain it because if it sees shadows or flickering light in its periphery of the camera, it's motion sensor, so it's going to turn and face that direction. So when dude had the TV on, it probably seen all the lights and shit, and it would turn around and watch TV. You turn it off, it would turn back around. Sometimes. Sometimes it wasn't able to. But the TV coming on and off for 3 weeks, 4 weeks, every night from 2 to 4 is fucking weird. I don't give a fuck what you say. It's weird. Like, look, she used to buy me these helium balloons all the time. Wants to say, I love you, happy Valentine's Day, you're the best, shit like that. Little heart balloons that you get, like at the dollar store helium, they float. But she got me a whole bunch of them one day. Well, they were in my man cave. Eventually, it gets tiresome stepping on these balloons, pushing them out the way. You know what I mean? So I took them up in the attic. Like, fuck it, put them up in the attic. I poked holes in a few of them. I put majority of them up in the attic. Well, I go up in the attic one night to get these cords. Well, as soon as I open up the attic door, the balloon is down on like the second step because it's on the second step. You're down there touching the door coming out of the attic. Okay, that's how close these steps are. Well, it's just sitting there right there. So I'm like, fuck it. I just pushed off to the side. I go up the steps. I go all the way to the back of the fucking to the front of the house. Because when you go up the steps, you're in the back of the house. So I'll go to the front of the house where these cords are. I'm down here looking through this thing. I'm squatted down, mind you, looking through this crate. Okay. Well, I stand up and turn around. That same fucking balloon that was down in the bottom of the steps was right there in my face. That freaked me out. Yeah. And then remember the time I was going up in the attic and fucking I opened up the door and I made Justin come back up there. Remember? Like yeah, as soon as I opened up the attic door, it was like, yeah, you don't come up here. And all the lights are out and shit. And then you can't get the light to come on because you got to go up the steps and then go screw the light bulb in. Fuck all that. Yeah, I had some pretty weird shit happen up in that house. I seen Randy walk into the bathroom, but he had a beard. Remember when I was playing Guitar Hero?
So what are you talking about? We had
Which Randy? I might know who you're talking about.
Randy.
Is he like? Does he ride around here a lot?
No, he's an older cat. Oh, well, he ain't really older. He's only like a couple years older than me.
But the thing was, I was wondering.
He's 10 years older.
The thing was I used to work at both those movie theaters up here, and they said the one behind Kroger's. Of course, they said that was haunted too.
The Danbury.
Yeah, of course they're getting ready to. They're doing something. You guys been past there. They're working on it now. I don't know what
Yeah,
they're
they're getting
um,
ready to tear it
Said
down. I think.
the building's hollering.
well, they got cars there and everything else. It's changing kind of stuff, and looks and
They
everything.
said the building's hollering.
Yeah, they're talking about they saw like an old man over there, and they had like the projectors, like the volume would like go up and down on itself and everything. I did have one experience there. Here's my experience. You ready? It could be, and that could be. I really don't believe in that stuff. Maybe you all do. I guess it sounds like, but I don't.
I
But
can show you a video of orbs from that house, and I never in my life ever seen them, but you've seen them on TV. I literally have the video of it.
But okay, I was like, me and one of my friends, we went to the movies one time over there to see a movie, and the movie had just like let out or something like that. And I was looking, and it was like one of the last shows. It was like the last show of the night. It was like during the weekday, so obviously there were people there. And I you know how you're looking down now. You know how you have to kind of like move when you're looking down, or it looks like something's moving.
Mm-hmm.
When I saw it looked like a figure that like moved, like ran. I'm like, what the hell was that? And then I looked down, I'm like, Glenn? And I looked to the lobby and no one was there.
Right.
But
when you see something like that, when you experience that in person, that's when you actually become the believer, like we are.
But I know that just happens sometimes. But you're looking down, something looks like something like, and up here it's kind of like making you kind of moving. And if you're like looking down for a while, and
I've had some fucking crazy experiences in the woods where we're at, but back on 6th Lane. Not so much where we're at now, but back on 6th Lane. Oh yeah, and they've done a lot of crazy shit back there. Like they've done fucking. There's probably bodies back there and all kinds of shit. You know what I mean? There's a lot of crazy shit in the woods, man. You can fucking feel it when you're walking around it. Cause see, I'll take off in the middle of the night walking through the woods. You know what I mean? So fucking, ain't no telling what I'm doing.
Now, how many tattoos you have here?
Like, I don't know.
Yeah, you got a lot of tattoos.
He's probably got over 100.
Yeah, at least.
Yeah, I remember you showing me here. You got a lot on your leg too.
I figured how I got them. I mean, I had this one, which by itself. I had that one by itself. So that's 2.
That's 2.
And that's 3, 4.
You got hundreds of them. You got at least 100.
8, 9.
At least 100.
Yeah, at least 10. So could you figure out some of them I had by themselves? Like I had this one right here for the longest, and I had short sleeves. That's why that's there. That's why that's there. I didn't have nothing down below my elbows except for that when my mom died. And then I got that.
Now you got this dress that you got this like just this well, it's not really a dress, but you got this white thing. It looks like almost like it's almost white as a bridal thing. It's white. It's not a bridal thing, but it's as white as one. Where'd you get it from?
I got this from over at Bargain Hunt.
Did you know? All right.
Yes, I did. I got this over at Bargain Hunt along with the pants.
Oh, that's great.
Camouflage pants, and they're so soft. Still, I don't mind. They're just soft clothing. That's what these ones are too.
So, what kind of wedding dress did you wear at your wedding?
I did not wear a wedding dress. I wore pants for every wedding that I had.
Okay, were you like one of those people that you're kind of like one of those?
She didn't even hardly wear dresses until I started.
That's kind of a personal question, but you're like one of those people that would just like wear just like a little bit of Vegas and just wear like get over with.
That's pretty much what we did.
Pretty much.
Pretty much what we did.
Yeah. That was it. The last time we got married, our friend
signed the paper.
Our friend
signed it, went right back upstairs.
No, our friend Spider, who was a minister. Spider is the one that married us, and he come in the house, and he goes, "Well, you guys ready?" And I was like, "Yeah." And tell him to come downstairs, and Spider goes, "Do you?" "Yes." "Do you?" "Yes." That was it. That's all she wrote. That was the whole wedding.
First time we got married by a preacher.
Yeah. My brother Neil.
Yep.
No, Phil.
Miami.
How soft them are.
That's nice. That is nice.
They are really soft too.
What is that now?
It is a let's see. It's polyester and spandex, it says.
Spandex.
Damn, polyester. I remember polyester from back in the day.
No, I remember
My mom and them had that stuff.
I'm sorry.
My mother wore polyester pants. God dang. That's all she ever wore was polyester pants. And all you hear was oh, I hated the pants. That and corduroys. Corduroy pants. Oh God.
These
yes.
These right here are pretty soft.
And you know what's the craziest is nowadays everybody likes wide leg jeans. Do you know what wide leg jeans are?
Mm-hmm.
Bell bottoms.
Fucking bell bottoms.
Yeah.
But they just come out and give it a different name.
No, I wear skinny
So
jeans.
people like them.
Mm-hmm.
Because,
I wear
hello,
skinny stuff.
I hated fucking bell bottoms when I was in school. I hated that shit.
That was the end thing back then, though.
Yeah, but I hated them. Hated them, hated them. Oh shit, I'm looking for the scissors and it's right in front of me. Plenty of.
I'm getting old.
Oh well,
You're
it happens.
fucking, you're 50 years old. You ain't
That's
old.
fucking old.
Well, you're half a century old.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to get worse. You know, this is kind. You better enjoy this. It's going to
I'm
get much
5
worse.
decades old. 5 decades. That's a long time.
Yeah, I lost two aunts. My one aunt, I lost two aunts. My first aunt died. They were sisters. First aunt died. She had cancer, and she died. She was 66. She died in 2020. Just lost my other aunt recently. She, it was a blood clot that traveled. I guess it.
Yeah, my grandmother, that's how she passed away, was she went and had surgery, and they said that there was a good possibility that she could have that she'd have a blood clot, and they put a mesh screen in to help catch it or whatever. And that's when Mercy Hospital was still open.
That's where I was born.
And
That's where I was born too. No, not Mercy. I was born in Fort Hamilton. I'm sorry. Mercy
yeah.
Hospital downtown. You mean, right? I remember the hospital.
Yeah,
born
she was in that hospital. I'd come from the YWCA up there to go see her, and because I'd been swimming over there at the pool, and then when I went to go see my grandmother, she's up there. Seeing her, we went to Big Lots. That when Big Lots was still Big Lots down there in the plaza, and she passed away from a blood clot where it passed through the screen, and it killed her, which was awful. I hated that. I'd have been there, but I didn't know she went back to the hospital. I'd have been there when she passed away. Oh yeah.
You know, my grandma got home from fucking rehab for falling down and breaking her hip.
Yeah,
And
that's
she
another
fell-
story.
She fell out of a chair, broke her hip, and then she got home. And the very day she got home, my uncle let her climb up in a chair, and she fell down and broke her other hip. She died a week later.
Wow.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, after she already fell and broke her hip once in the chair,
Yeah.
they're gonna turn around and let her climb in the chair
And
again.
Alan had a broken neck. Like the cops broke his neck. He killed some girl, and he was in prison for fucking 27 years for killing some chick. And when he come home, he was with my aunt. So when I come home, he was there. But he had to walk with a fucking walker, kind of. And I seen that dude trip over a piece of carpet one time, and I laughed my ass off. Like, cause he used to be real mean to my grandma.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Or was he really?
Yeah, I didn't like that shit. When I come home, he wasn't. You know, because everybody knows.
Everybody acts different when Bruce comes around because
I'm not,
he's pretty much straight up and will let you know
I'm
that
the
he will
alpha dog.
fucking flip out in a heartbeat.
I'm the alpha dog. And ain't around that. I'm the alpha. Right. I have no choice but to be the alpha. I'm not much of a forward.
Lord have mercy.
Like, you know, like people try to do shit to get out. Like, I go away, they try to get out of my life and all kinds of shit. But when I come home, they're like, well, he's a fucking lunatic. Let me have a pump.
What?
Let me get that pump.
No, that's
Come
not
on,
how
you got
I did.
milk.
Tough shit. Nope.
No.
I'll think about it. I'll let you have one.
You take drink mine.
No,
You know, one
yeah.
of my, this one, I actually read about it. You ever told jokes on people or pranks?
Yes.
You know, this one woman was telling me when she was a kid, she supposed to joke on her mother and she was pregnant. That she was pregnant.
Oh God, Bruce, would you?
Now, if you have daughters, how would you react? She said she worked up tears and everything.
Well-
Her mom fell for a hook, line, and sinker.
I don't know. I mean, I know I made my mother cry when I was a teenager.
Well, she told you it was a joke or something. You're like, can I talk to you about something?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
that's not funny.
Oh yeah. I hurt my mother's feelings though because we lived in Park Terrace and we had mice traps all over the house. And she used to have me search out the mice traps because my dad wouldn't be there, and I'd have to get the mice traps and open them up for my mom because she didn't want to do it. So we caught a baby mouse probably about this big. Okay. And I looked at my mom. I said, Mom, I wonder if that mouse cried mommy before it died.
Mm-hmm.
And she started crying. She's like, Jennifer Lynn, why would you say something like that? Oh my God. She started crying. I'm like, I'm sorry, Mom. I wasn't trying to be mean.
That's pretty mean.
Well, see,
I was a teenager.
When I was a kid, we had a mouse. When I was a kid, we had a mouse problem in the house, but got mouse traps and stuff because my mom and stuff. She didn't want to get glue boards. You know, she didn't want to get that.
Oh yeah, because them that's
humane. Those are
oh,
humane. She's more of a humane person.
Yeah.
She was more of a humane person. She wanted to give them a quick death. Like, she didn't want to suffer.
Right. Oh yeah, most definitely. Because that's cruel.
I mean, I've seen a mouse stuck to the fucking tape.
Yeah, they can't get off in there. They start bleeding and everything. It's just like
they'll chew their own armor leg off
Jesus.
trying to get off of that.
Look, when I was in Lebanon Penitentiary, they had cockroaches that were like as big as palmetto bugs. All right, well, fucking, my buddy Dave, Fat Pat, is his name. He was telling his wife about these bugs. She's like, nah, bullshit. So he catches one and puts it in some laminate from the fucking tag shop. Puts it in an envelope to mail it to her to show her. Well, he leaves the envelope in the fucking windowsill for, I don't know, a week. Well, I look over one time and the fucking envelope's moving. I'm like, man, Pat, you didn't mail that thing out. Well, he opened up the envelope and that roach had it bit his own arms off trying to get out of this laminate. Did you know that if you cut a roach's head off, you know what it dies from?
What?
Starvation.
Ooh.
It won't die from you cutting its head off.
Yes, and I'll tell you something.
Ain't that crazy?
I think I remember when I was a kid, though. When I was a kid, though, I got stung by a bee. And I think after, I don't know what happened. I just got in contact with it. I put my arm out. I'm like, I felt pain. I looked down. Got a stinger in me. But I think it died afterwards. That's why I heard. I think they die after they sting you or something.
After a bumblebee stings you.
What's the point of that? And that's what defense.
It is their defense, but what happens is they literally die because
in the summer. That's why all them fucking bees fly around.
This is weird.
They land on me and shit because they're trying to
find the last little bit of pollen that's left out there, but that is their defense mechanism. And unfortunately, yes, when they put the stinger in you, when they pull away from you. Basically, they're tearing the stinger out of their own body, and it causes them to die.
Like hornets.
These motherfuckers are hot. Feel. They're hot hands.
Their stingers don't come off.
Feel.
Oh yeah.
Motherfuckers hot. I need these things so desperately for my hands. My hands get so cold. I can freeze anybody to death with my hands.
I'll put it on my balls.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, my husband is something else with that.
Oh, that kept me warm. That kept me warm at night right there. Yeah. She's got electric ones though. Electric hand warmer.
But I understood that why bees. What's the point of having a stinger? They're gonna get someone to die from stinging people.
I mean, it's
just nature.
I've never been.
It's just how things are done.
I heard it's better than being stung by a wasp. I thought those things hurt. I never been stung by a wasp.
You know, one time, man, I seen this big wasp nest. It was on the side of his garage, and I sprayed it with some hairspray and a lighter. And they would fly off, all right? Well, one time we hit them with wiffle ball bats. Motherfucker, I sprayed that motherfucker, that wasp come right off, and I swung the bat and missed it. Got me right in the jaw. Stung my ass right in the face. Yeah, bitch ass wasp. I cried like a girl. I was like 10. What you got there, man? What's going on?
Nothing. I was trying to see what was up with the speaker.
No speaker.
That one, I'm attached to it, but yet the music's not playing. I had music playing, but it's not going through the speaker. Like somebody else is connected. Are you connected to that speaker?
No, my shit's just not coming on. I'm trying to play golf.
The people that you room with, they might be connected to the light bulb somehow.
The light bulb. Oh God, that's fucking burning my balls up.
Yeah, but usually that's happened when I first turn the light on.
What?
That's how when I turn the light on. When I first turn the light on, then afterwards it doesn't happen anymore.
No,
So,
it's called.
Yeah, I got the music on there again. It's Tin Man.
Hey man, look.
Miranda Lambert.
She has a Bluetooth shower fucking thing.
What do you mean?
Didn't we have a Bluetooth shower fucking thing?
Shower head?
Yeah.
Oh no, we had a light up shower
So,
head.
what are you guys up to for the rest of the week? You guys gonna go? We guys plan on. You guys gonna see your. What you guys plan to do next time you see your family here? We're gonna do plan to see your grandchild stuff. We're gonna do.
I don't have no family.
Well,
That is my
what? I am the only. Well, he has family, but none of them associated.
What do you guys
with
do for
him,
Christmas?
Well, we're supposed to.
I'm gonna take over the world.
I need to get a hold of my girlfriend, Marcy, to find
We're
out
gonna
whether or
take over
not
the world,
she's
Vicky.
going to. I know she's having Christmas dinner.
Mm-hmm.
She's making Christmas dinner, or she was. She's getting ready to have to move. I don't know if she got evicted all the way. I know she got evicted. I don't know that they're going
I'm taking
to
over the world.
put her out
Okay. Oh,
before Christmas. Hopefully they don't. So, but that's where we were gonna
Man, they charge so
go
much.
eat dinner
man.
there.
Look, and this is the most run down. This is right off East Avenue. On what street is that?
Edison.
Edison Avenue. Okay. Now, mind you, London houses over there should cost you fucking over $1,000 rent. But hers
Okay.
does. The one downstairs does over $1,000 for this fucking house.
Shitty ass.
It's awful.
Oh yeah, it's awful.
Awful.
Most definitely.
Awful.
well, I hope you guys have a good time.
Well, yeah.
Thank you.
I know I am going to be going to my daughter's sometime because I know she's making Christmas dinner because she got moved into her new home. So, but other than that, not for sure. But of course, Bruce is going with me.
No, I ain't.
Yes, you are.
Like, bull hell no.
Okay, whatever.
Hell bull fuck no.
He'll go with me either there or he'll go with me to my dad's, one or the other.
okay.
That's what he's going to be doing.
Shame on
Well,
you.
Whether
thank
he
you
likes
guys.
it or not.
well, thank you guys.
No problem.